Hello, people of Our Lady of Perpetual Help. This is your pastor with this week's installment of Flock Notes. And as I always say at the beginning of this recording, pay keep your eyes peeled to the ads below me and to the announcements at Mass and to the bulletin so we can all keep up on what's going on here at OLPH. And a couple of things I want to highlight are um, there have been people asking about the parish directory. They're being printed actually right now as we speak, and so there'll be a link below me where you can order your copy, or and then when they get here, we'll disseminate them to you, or you can come into the office and one of our office staff will help you order a copy, and then once we get down the line and we can order more, maybe we might order more and we can have them in stock. But for right now, if you want one, click the link and we'll make sure one gets to you. And just to let you know, we're not making any money on these. What the price is what we're being charged, and so to make these, and so that's how we're doing all of this. And so also too, in a couple of weeks, Bishop Fahm will be here to celebrate confirmation with us. So keep our young people preparing in the last 2 weeks for their confirmation. Keep them in your prayers that the Holy Spirit will fill them as they receive the fullness of the Holy Spirit at that sacrament. And so also too, this Sunday we are celebrating the Ascension. And as we celebrate the Ascension, we celebrate Christ's ascension back to the Father. And we know that he died, rose again, and ascended into heaven as we proclaim in the Creed. And he ascended into heaven where he's seated at the right hand of the Father. And so we're going to celebrate that this weekend, the Feast of the Ascension. And I want to talk a little bit about what we're going to hear in the readings when we come to this Sunday, because I think these readings are something we should all take to heart and something we should always remember. And so when we look at the second reading, we're going to hear from the first letter of Saint Peter. It starts off this reading, "Beloved, rejoice to the extent that you share in the sufferings of Christ, so that when his glory is revealed, you may also rejoice exultantly. For if you are insulted for the name of Christ, blessed are you, for the Spirit of the glory of God rests upon you." And so it's always a good thing to remember that I know sometimes the the things of life can get to us. I know that we have different situations in life, whether we are in relationships where maybe where we can't really feel as if we can express our faith. I oftentimes we have family too that it's kind of difficult to express our faith in that, and so and friendships and whatever else, and so we know that all these things, in the little and the big things, these big sufferings, some of us have, where are some other sufferings. There are many people who are going through health things right now. There are many people who are going through health and or other things. I've talked about my MS before. There's other people out there too who are going through such strenuous things right now with not only their health but their condition, and it affects their spirit, it affects their physical body. But what we hear from the letter from Peter at Mass is that all these things we share as Christ suffered for all of us. And in a very beautiful way, we share in the sufferings of Christ. And just as Christ ascended to the Father, that's our hope too. That these sufferings aren't for nothing. That we will ascend. We will ascend to the Father and sit alongside Jesus and and we can see all the saints that are up there already. We can see St. Peter. We can see our favorite saint, whoever it might be. And we know that what we do here and now is not all for naught. That it means something. And so with that, I want to say I hope you all have had a great week and hope to see you all in Mass on Sunday.